In a couple minutes, I can put that same one on. It's at temp.
Season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tulsa Golden Hurricane, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tulsa's offense will start this game off with the football. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive plays, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
And let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should touch the football the most. First play out the gates. I know I got a big-time advantage, big-time wide receiver. Get him the football, make the gain. I expect we'll see a lot more of that throughout this football game.
Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's take a big view of Tulsa. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got his man down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Offense in a split backfield. Working downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Durant. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but they're seeing it specifically on this drive.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. I don't care about yards. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this drive is still a success.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On third and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tulsa. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point, and there is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low, and so those experience, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's fourth down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Takes it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Leaves it with the running back.
Okay, right
Maybe
into
picked
it.
up a
Come
couple.
on.
He's down at the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Got it.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Might as well give it to him again.
Come on, dog. That's what I'm talking about.
To gang
That dude's
tackle.
a monster.
First guy couldn't get
I
him.
like it.
Second guy finally did.
Stay healthy.
He's up to 55 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener.
Oh, my God.
Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Oh, come on. A little bit more air on it,
He was
baby.
looking for his man right at the goal line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulsa trying to pick up a 4th down conversion here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle.
Boom.
It's Durant. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. He wants to change this route. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is running away with this one today, thanks to an offense that is more than waking up the echoes. They're up 14 over Indiana. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. And the pressure
Got
gets
to be.
him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes a move. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Durant. Running into the open space. He's now up to 77 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A shot toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might be changing the route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection.
I missed triangle. Come on, man. Get your ass moving.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Fires downfield.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete on third down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Makes the grab. It's Proctor. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Holds it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
He's got some space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the wildcat formation here. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, and he's going back. Defense not fooled at all by the wildcat. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Tulsa in a tough spot here on third and long. Quarterback making checks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it behind the lines. It's Durant. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and settle.
This offense is aggressive on 4th down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Got a man. It's Proctor. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Working the big fella to the corner. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the first half.
And the offense stays on the field with just a couple of tick-tocks left on the clock. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Got it?
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
It's complete to the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll try to run for it. Breaks into the open. With that, he's got 101 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The play action fake. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. He'll off one deep down the left side. And
Got
trying
it.
to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field.
Oh, my God.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense takes matters into its own hands. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turned on the Jets, making the big play.
So my fault.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
Oh, my God.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Snagged out of the air. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room, it's Durant. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Quickly to the
What
tight
the
end.
hell?
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Out Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
That's the end of the period, and Tulsa has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wide receiver going in motion. Receiver on the move, gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Barco. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Under fire. Makes the catch. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. He breaks a tackle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Just a short pass to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And he's stuck by that big defensive tackle up front. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Gets it out fast. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Proctor. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. From the gun, the ground game. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa!
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. Stopped in the...
That's game, baby. That's game. $25, $130. Lindsay, I need a plate for the one.
Jason, I need you to put tables out.
You can just use this one.
Huh?
I can just use this. Be fine.
Ooh, ay. Yay, 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 yay. Hot mama, ooh, yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up.
And he's probably second-guessing that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end.
Really?
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Barco. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down and couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Boom.
You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming
one
in. We were talking to
offensive
them,
total
but they had
yard
a lot of
for
confidence.
so long
They
that
said,
one
we're
drive.
not ranked
Yeah,
as high as
86.
we should be, and now they just showed the whole world.
6 yards
This
rush.
squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future,
80 yards
and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute